Welcome back to the halftime show on the PAC Sports Network, and we're joined now by Bethany head coach Brian Sansom. Coach, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me, Randy. Appreciate it.
Well, it's been a great season for the Bethany Bison thus far, winning 6 of the first 7 games to start the season. One of the best starts for Bethany since the 2002-2003 season, and since that stage, Bethany has continued to win games. Give us your take on the team's play so far this season.
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've taken a big step in the right direction for where we're trying to get the program, and had some early success with a young team, and I thought that was key. And we've had some big wins along the way. Some early ones that were bigger wins, I guess, score wise than expected. And then I think we kind of realized maybe we were a little better and ready to take a step a little quicker than we thought. But yeah, it's been a fun run so far, and it's been fun to watch the group grow, because of their youth, and I'm hoping that we continue that on as we make this last push for 3 games a week for the next few weeks, and hopefully head into playoffs.
Looking at some of your youngsters, Mackenzie Mason, a sophomore, averaging nearly 15 points per game, was the PAC Newcomer of the Year last year as a freshman. How deserving, number one, is Mason of that award in the strides? What kind of strides has she made now in year 2?
Yeah, she last year was a phenomenal freshman year. We put a lot on her shoulders. The year before that we were 6-20. And that's what some people are forgetting this year when we drop a game here and there, like how bad it was a few years ago. But we knew when we got her, she was going to start changing this program, and she worked really hard, and I think she was really deserving of that freshman of the year. And she had early on this year, she's still dealing with that knee injury that she had freshman year. She wasn't able to get that taken care of, and hopefully this offseason we will. But she started off a little slow this year. They talk about that sophomore slump, but she's worked hard to work her way through that. And as you've seen, as the games have gotten bigger, she's shown herself to be, still one of the better players here in this conference.
And Lindsay Garrison, a player who might be this year's Newcomer of the Year. She has been absolutely fantastic, a product out of Wheeling Park High School where she was All-State. What kind of boost has she given the team?
Night in and night out, you just, you know what you're going to get, because she's put in the work her whole life to get to this moment, and continues to put it on as she's still here. She's a special player, and she's added a dynamic to our program that has allowed us to kind of play the way we've always kind of wanted to. We want to get out and run and make people defend us in transition, and kind of open the basket up a little bit for us to get to the hoop, because we get to the foul line a lot. It's part of our offense to drive, and having her on a wing driving to her side. If we set a good screen, you get a lot of one-on-one action to the basket because there's not a lot of help off of her, and she's helped raise our standard in this program for sure.
Another great freshman as well, Ashley Wheeler, has been PAC Rookie of the Week numerous times, a 1,000-point scorer from Shenandoah High School in Ohio. What kind of talent is she?
Yeah, the point guard position has always been something that we just hasn't been able to kind of figure out here, in my first 5 years. And this year we got her, and I tell you what, she's tough as nails. She's really developed into she can score, but she can distribute the ball, and she can shoot the ball. Her best asset is that she can get to the basket, and again, that allows with her quickness to open up the everything else for us. And she's done a really great job of, early on I was helping her kind of control the offense, maybe a set here. Now it's like, if I want to play, or a certain, we want to look for something certain, do I call an offense? She's taken over the reins, and as a freshman to have that, that's exciting this year, but that's exciting for the next 3 years and beyond. And she's been huge for us in that position.
Some great youngsters, but the cornerstones of the team for the past 4 years have been seniors Kelsey Mintel, Courtney Walker, and Taylor Stinnett. How much have they meant to this Bethany program?
Yeah, we've had some rough years in their first couple years here when they were here, and they've kind of kept it together, and really kind of were initially wanted this senior year to be special for them. And they knew once they started doing some open gyms and some workouts with the youngsters on the team, that they said, we could have a really special senior year. Let's go out and do our part. Kelsey unfortunately had a little injury at the beginning of the year that kind of set her back, and Taylor Stinnett had just been she's been giving us everything that she possibly can. And she's an undersized post player, and I think she's tied if not second in the conference for blocks. And I'll feel pretty comfortable in saying that she leads the conference in charge taken. And Courtney's somebody that can go out and get you 10, 12 points any night. We hope that those three will continue to contribute what they can give us here down the stretch.
For those that follow the team, they may have seen the phrase "raise the standard" quite a bit on Twitter and social media. You talk about what that means for the program and in what ways you hope the Bison can continue to raise the standard throughout the rest of this season.
Yeah, we do a lot of great things off the floor. Our team does a great job academically. We're involved in the campus community. We're involved in giving back to the community overall. And my assistant coach, Jen Windmiller, did a great job of incorporating some PGWs, which are personal growth Wednesdays. And that's just helping them grow as young women and trying to empower them, in the positions that we're in, to kind of let them know that your voice is important, and kind of leading them to prepare them for what's happening in the next, after these 4 years, the next 40, 50 years. And then on the floor, we needed to raise the standard of the product that we put on the floor, how we played, how we competed, and if we were going to lose some games, let's lose close ones, but let's not get blown out by 25 points. We shouldn't do that. And our team is really invested in that, and they've bought into what we're trying to run systematically, offensively and defensively. And then I always had a coach. I had a friend of mine who's the coach at Seton Hall tell me, doesn't matter what you run offensively or defensively, you got to have the horses who can pull it. And that's helped a lot with our talent level being risen as well in the program.
That's Bethany head coach Brian Sansom. Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time, and good luck to you and the team the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate what you do.
We'll have more coming up in a bit here on the PAC Sports Network.